Welcome. I am Hassan. Today I will explain for you the software Sage Accountant Edition and how it's working. It's desktop version. That's mean you could full control the software from your computer. First, let's talking about the, the software, how to appear. First, here we've got how could entry do my entries, receivable, payables, and for the defined items and services, and employments and payrolls, and banking and company. This is what we're talking today for. From this one, which you do it from here, you will take the report, which is, for example, balance sheet, income statement, and CL balance, and banking costs, payrolls, receivable. This is you do the entry from here, and then you will take the reporting how to start. Let's start. Now let's go for the receivable. First, I have to create customers, for the example, and creating from this here, which is up here. You've got here, for the example, edit, which you are stopping it. I want to modify this name, for example, James. Hi. Now, and save it. Now I modify the names. Now I create a new customer. Suppose his name is Ali. And here I could do create a which account. Sometimes it's probably to the sales account. And also I go for 1,200 this one. And it is taxable, this customer. I pay when I do for him, for this invoice, 13%. I have to do like this and save it. Now, there is also a setup for the software. Generally, you could take from this here, for the example, receivable, you could links the accounts, which is always used. And also, it's ready, by the way, the software itself, it will be ready to use it. Just I want to uh, focus on the options, which you could maybe want to change it or something like this. And also, that's mean there is linked to account each one, for example, payroll and account links, receivable and account link, here payrolls, and they will find here also other spend, sorry, also link for the remittance. You would link it from here. You see, and like this. Now let's go back again for the sales voice. Here I create one customers I have, and let's create the sales. From sales, I could select my now customer. Suppose I have this customer, either to be by pay later or I pay for him directly in the voice. Suppose I have it pay for him, and I put here $100. And I will save it. If I save it, and by the way, before to do posting, I could see the entry before posting. At the I haven't saved it. This is one feature in the Sage Auxiliaries. That's mean I'll see how it will be the entries now. If I post it now, okay, generate entry number 22. And I could back if you want to see, look up from here, select all the invoices, and I could go back again for 22. This invoice which I'll do it later. Suppose I want to modify it, I will do adjustment, and it was paid as cash invoice. And I'm going from this bank, TD Bank, suppose, and I save it. Maybe it told me I want to add a new bank from here. I will do it. We would go for that for the company and then go for the charter accounts. And this is the charter accounts which is ready from the software itself. Just you will do maybe add new account like what I'm doing now. Suppose I press here create, and I've got bank is CIE bank, and it is bank. When you do like this bank account, you have to be careful. There is options which is reconcile. We will talking about this one. Okay, I will save it here. Okay. Now, if you haven't pressed this one, will not affect this one. See here. I don't see here that this bank which I created to do reconcile for this bank. For that, I go again for the chart of accounts. And let's go for edit and save these options. and you have to do setup for the where it has to be. For example, bank charges. You have to link it with the bank charges. Okay, all the expenses have to link it to direct correct its account. That means you have to do setup for this one. Okay, I will save this one. Now I press like this. Remember CIBC. If I go back again to the bank, I will see that it's appear now in bank reconcile CIBC. Okay, let's go back again for the receiving receivables, and let's create new for invoice, and suppose it's for James and it was checks or cash. If you put a check, that means you have to put the check number, or you could do it cash as blank. And here, for example, I've select this one service I've sold for him, and it's $100. Okay, and the total will be like this. I'll put now, before I will save it, I want to see the report before and after. Let's go for the financial income statement and see how it will be affected in the profit. I read all the zero balances to be simple the report for me, easy to read it. See how much I make sales now. It's the total of the sales is 2,427.60. I will keep it open and go back again for the sales invoice. And I haven't saved it until now. And I put amount is this amount to see how to take the affection. Well, suppose I've sold something in $100,000, 1 million, and I've saved it. Now, if I go again, you'll see the sales has been affected. It's up now to this amount. If you press double click, you could see the entry. If you press to the source, you will open the invoice again. Okay, suppose I want to do modification, adjustment. I'll press this one again. Sorry, it's wrong invoice. Sorry, this one. Okay, and see here adjustment, and I want to put it 990. Now, in the Sage, not delete it, to do reverse entry, and we'll see how to be. That's mean to generate entry as a reverse entry. Now I will save it. See, the affection has been done at the same time. I will go again for my reports. Okay, this report like this, if you press Ctrl F, you've got search. See, it's very nice actually. Was $9. Like this. Okay. Now let's go back again for the receivable accounts, and let's go for the next step now, which is payable. Payable, for the example, I will add all my vendors, and there is feature in this software. If I go inside of the team portals, for example, it's meals or something like this. That means I could link it directly instead of it be general expenses. I'll put it to its expenses directly. And there is taxes is 13%. Suppose I've got McDonald's. I will again open this account. I will link it to the right purpose of the expenses. Suppose I got the Home Depot, which is repair expenses. I'll also repair it to the repair expenses. And ISO, which I'm purchasing fuel from this gasoline from this company, I link it with the motor vehicle expenses, how it works. And also I put 13%. Okay. Let's see how it will be easy. I will do purchase invoice, and I've got daily expenses. Suppose I purchase ISO fuels and I pay $50 plus tax, it would be this amount, 56.15, and posted. The number posted. Sorry, let's go for as it is cash and posted. Now, if I go back again for this invoice, which is ISO, last invoice, it was this one. Okay. If I go for the entry to see how it will be, you will find it go for the expenses, which is vehicle expenses, because I already see this is $50 vehicle expenses, because I already, when I do my link for this vendor, which is easy, I will again open that card, this vendor card. I will find it inside. It is going for this because I link it, sorry, I link it for the motor vehicle expenses. That means you could link each vendors to its correct expenses account. And if you go again for the payable, for example, I do purchase invoice, and I do, let's go for the new one. Sorry, I close it. And let's go for the example, team offers. I invoice here, suppose amount is $1 million. I purchase something totally like this and save it. And this is the number of invoice and save it. Now, also same way, it will be find the affection for the financial statement in the same times. If you go for the income statement, for the example, and you want to see the affection, how it will be, you will see it in the same time. How it will be. Let's see, for the example, let's focusing in this expenses, which is the motor vehicle expenses, $150. I will keep this report as organic. Okay, and go again for the purchasing invoice, and I take here ISO. Again, I will put background for this report to see how the affection. And I will do here invoice is 5,000 or $50,000. And for this one, pay as cash at the same time. That's been going outside of the bank and TD Bank and the invoice. And the date it was supposed it is 10th of Jan. Save it. See how it will be. It effect at the same time. Double click to open it again. This is the invoice. And again, we will go for the source. This one from here. And suppose I could modify it here. I could press this one, adjustment, and it's just, for example, $65. And save it, post it. Now, do reverse entry. Again, see the affection. Okay, it's already here. Sorry, again, we'll see how to be. This is source. 50,000 adjustment, $5, and save it. You see how to be in the same time the affection has been done. Okay, and like this, again, now we want to say there's too much invoices. I will do one by one. There is feature in the software. If I go for the banking and go matching and go for the matching bank, I could import my bank statement. I go for the bank, then I export the bank statement as Excel file or something, or as OFX files, and then you could import it directly, the transactions. How it will come here. Now I could do just will appear the details for each one. I could press like this. I know all these transactions going from which bank you will do it. TD Bank, for example, and this amount, which is example $100. I will go as it will go as invoices, and I could put here, for example, the customer is James, and his invoice number is going for the cash, and we'll go for TD Bank because I already selected from TD Bank. Okay, now post it. It will go post one by one. You will finish it very easily and quickly. Suppose this amount is going as through expenses and going for this customer. Suppose ISO, because I link it to this account, it will go directly to the motor vehicle expenses, and I purchase it as cash from the bank TD. And invoice number and posted and go to the executive's account. And like this one by one, it will be. And if you want just which is matched or unmatched, it will be yesterday. All things. It's very important when you finish to do save this one. If you want to open it again in the future, you will find it. This is, I think, it's more more useful for us. And there is also bank reconciliation. I could do it. Let's go for the payroll now. I could add a new employee from here. This is old employee. Suppose I will add here new employee. His name is Tarek. And from here, there is something I have to do it. I cannot continue without these three things. Date of birth, tax tables, and pay period. Let's go how to be. Date of birth, you have to put date of birth. Suppose it is, let's go on. I can do it from here, 2000. Okay. And then taxes, which let's say it's interior. And this is here is income, how to be calculated each weekly or monthly as you want. And this is very important option, by the way, which is the percent for the vacation. It you paying in each payment, or you give it for him, for the example, as when he take his vacation. And is this regular or overtime? Each this you have to be config this salary. I will save this one. That's it. Now I have this employee. The important here things is to do the remittance, how I have to do the remittance, what is the amount I have to remittance to the CRA, how it's working. Here I will do the base steps. Okay, normally I haven't do all the configuration right, just here the purpose is for the demo and the training on. If I take, for example, Tara here, and suppose I pay for her $1,500 in the first of this, at the beginning of the month, and the sorry, I pay for her for the first 14 days, and then you see how I could go back for the from this is lookup, and let's show it for all the employees and data, and then I have this one. If you want to see the entry, general entry, GV, entry, general entry, it will be this one. See how it will be. Okay. Now there is remittance, which is EI and CP and tax. It will be how we do the remittance. First, there is report is very important here for the payroll, which is this one, remittance. That is very important also to be the to be care about this one. Just I'm taking now generally training. Let's go for this one. See how this balances you haven't paid until now. Scissors 500, you have to pay this for. This is already paid before that. And this is the for PD7A. This is the gross, how it will be. And this is the remittance, how it has to be. The report is, you have to be care about the report is correct setup also. Now let's go back again for the remittance and select here CRA. Maybe it told me this is not appear for me here, or the report is not working for the remittance, but I don't see this one here. You have to be here again for the setup to be correct the setup. Without setup correct, you cannot take report correct. Remittance, see here, I could just for demo purpose, I will do it here, but you have to set up correct. See, I put this one here for that it's appear for me in the reporting, which one I'm selecting here. See, sorry, report again, payroll, remittance. See, appear one, which I put it in setup. Again, now if I press remittance and select this one, suppose I pay all the remittance. Now I posted and paid from which bank? From TD Bank, suppose. And I put it as a transfer or check as what you select. And then it will be generating entry now. If I want to see the entry, how it will be. Sorry, you have to be, for example, for Jan. And I posted. Okay. This is the GV number, 39. If I press again for lookup, I could see it with the back again, which one I have removed from here. Now, let's go again for the remittance report. Now you will see the balance has to be now zero. It's zero. Okay, like this. This is the